Geeta Luthra of the Supreme Court, thank you very much for joining us. Also Sanjay Hegde of the Supreme Court. Gaurav Bhatia comes tonight in his capacity as a lawyer. Dalip Tahil, who's an actor friend, says Sunanda had told me a year back she had lupus. That theory's been debunked. C. Rajashekaran says Shashi Tharoor is the best person to know what ailments his wife was suffering from. Your theories are also falling flat. Dr. Suman C. Raman is a political commentator, has taken a pro-Shashi Tharoor position tonight. And my first question is to Lalita Kumaramangalam. Lalita Kumaramangalam, you know, this letter of Shashi Tharoor, sounds hyper-desperate. All kinds of theories this man is floating within less than 48 hours of his wife's murder. All kinds of theories. Lupus theory, he's the origin. Alprax theory, he's the origin. My wife was unwell since the day I married her. He's the person who's the origin of that. She was having fever for more than 3.5 years. He's the origin of that. She was often ill. She was suspected of lupus. There was no misunderstanding, etc., etc. What do you think Shashi Tharoor was trying to do here, Lalita Kumaramangalam?
Oh, no, personally, I think that Shashi Tharoor is trying to run from the truth and run for cover. Like I said in one of your earlier shows, it's not established that he's guilty. But the fact is that he's afraid of something. And that is only something that the police can find out from him, because he's not... he's just trying to confuse people and confuse the matter at hand. Sunanda Tharoor could not have been sick. All of us have seen photos of her through the 3 years of their marriage. They were a very celebrity couple. And
no, but he says, he says my wife was he says here, I'm reading out, he says my wife was a very happy personality. Line number 4 of this statement recorded before the Delhi police.
No, if somebody is having fever for 3 years, I doubt anybody could be that happy or not. Would you be? Would I be? Would anybody else be? I think it sounds very far-fetched what he's saying.
He's trying to prove.
It sounds like he's grasping at straws.
Yeah, he's trying to prove here somehow.
I think he's trying to prove that he's innocent. Now, nobody knows whether he's innocent or not.
Yeah, so
but I think he's, he's crying a bit too foul.
Yeah, at least
it just makes things even murkier, according to me.
At least in terms of trying to put...
She was not sick. The fact is that Sunanda Tharoor was found murdered when the Congress was in power. Yeah. So there was no reason for the doctors to come out and say that there's been pressure put on us.
Agreed.
And that it does look like there's something that has gone afoul.
Agreed.
So you can't just pin it on somebody else.
No. So question number 1.
Now,
question number 1. Why was...
What earthly reason would the government, would the doctors have to say that she was fine?
Basic issue. Gaurav, I'm coming to you.
Shashi Tharoor
Gaurav, coming to you. First is, here is a man, you ask him, he says, oh, you unprofessional channel. I was totally shocked that my wife could have been murdered. I thought she was not murdered. On the other hand, he is presenting Gaurav, his deceased wife, his murdered wife, as a woman who was terribly unwell and who was ill from the very beginning, in his words. Now, this comes out in this piece of paper that I have managed to get my hands on. Gaurav Bhatia, what was Shashi Tharoor trying to indicate? What was he trying to indicate?
Arnav, the various theories that have been floated by well-wishers of Mr. Shashi Tharoor...
No, and by Tharoor himself.
Not helped his
and by Tharoor himself.
And Mr. Tharoor himself have definitely not helped his case at all. And here the most disturbing part is that on the eve of 17 Jan, when the police found out that Sunanda Pushkar has died, there is a duty upon the police to register the FIR then and there. And I wish to point out that under the Indian Evidence Act, Section 113A, there is a presumption that when wife of a person dies within 7 years of their marriage,
but it wasn't done.
Is that the husband would have to explain.
No.
And it wasn't done.
It wasn't done.
Then
yes.
This is...
It wasn't done.
It wasn't done.
I also have serious doubts. What, Arnab, the serious point here is also that the hotel has handed over all the video recordings of that floor. Has the police not taken a look?
One second. Has the police not taken a look? There's a friend of Shashi Tharoor. Now comes another angle. And I now want to present evidence number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Is this another handwritten note? This is by a man called Sanjay Devan. Now, I don't know what he is, what he's famous for, what job he does, and how friendly he is with Shashi Tharoor. He's certainly so friendly. He's certainly so friendly with Shashi Tharoor that he says.
What is the reason behind quoting these theories, Arnab?
He's so friendly with Shashi Tharoor and Sunanda that he says on the 17th. I was supposed to go to Mumbai. I'm reading from this. And I got in communication with Mr. Tharoor and was told that Sunanda ji is in Hotel Leela. I felt concerned and I cancelled my trip to Mumbai to go to the hotel or something like that. Now, my point is, did Shashi Tharoor ask him to go to the hotel? Or was he doing it purely out of concern? A. B. Sumant, between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock is when a body is found, and 5 o'clock when he says that he turned back to go to the hotel, was he at the hotel? Was he in the lobby? Was he in the suite? Where on earth was this man Sanjay Devan? Because he certainly entered the room and one second. His version seems to mathematically match the version given by Shashi Tharoor. So Shashi Tharoor's friend Sanjay Devan, and what exactly he has done, not done, obviously is somebody who knows. So Mr. Devan, this is my question to you. Where were you and what were you doing between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock that day? Does that also add up, Sumant C. Raman? Do you know enough about Sanjay Devan, for example? Here, by the way, Sanjay Devan's written statement. I've got it as well.
Okay, Arnab, before...
No. On fact.
Okay.
On fact, no rhetoric tonight, Sumant.
One minute. I got a call about an hour back. Okay, first of all, I'm not here to defend Shashi Tharoor. I think Mr. Rajsekaran and others are here. I'm here to state the issues as they are and try to put both sides of the picture before the people. First point, about an hour ago, I got a call from a close friend of Mr. Tharoor and Sunanda Pushkar. And this person basically repeated the same story that we've been hearing on various channels for the last 2 weeks. That she told her that she had lupus. She said that she was taking a lot of medicines. I mean, I can't name the source, but but the point is, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going around. No, 1 minute, Arnab. The key point, question I want to ask is, there was something very significant in what Dr. Swami said today, and you played that clip out a few minutes ago. He said that Shashi Tharoor did not murder her. He also said, he did not order her murder. Now, if all that he did was he knew who the murderer was, which is effectively what Dr. Swami is saying.
But why are we going by version?
I'm not saying that.
I am not even going by what Swami is saying. No, 1 second. I am not even going by what Swami is saying. I am carrying out a piece of journalistic investigation out here that is not based on picking a quote, rent a quote a day. 1 second. No, Sumant C. Raman. No, 1 second. I'm not doing rent a quote journalism here. I am following a story in a serious manner. My question to you is,
Dr. Swami has been instrumental. Dr. Swami has been instrumental in getting this case this far. Look, Dr. Swami is the one who pushed for it. He made a statement saying that if the Home Minister did not take action on this case, he will file a public interest litigation. So let's not say that Dr. Swami has got nothing to do with this case.
Sumant, 1 second. Sumant, these, 1 second. This is not, I'm sorry, Sumant.
To file a PIL.
I'm sorry, Sumant.
It is the police that has to investigate the matter.
For the police.
It is already too late. 1 year has passed.
It is for the police
piece of evidence
to establish. That is not an issue at all.
And
my point is,
it is for the police
to unearth the truth.
My point is, and now,
yes.
1 second. 1 second. 1 minute.
Exactly.
1 minute. Now, 2 pieces of evidence don't match each other. Here, Dalip Tahil and C. Rajashekaran, who are both advocates, literally, metaphorically, and otherwise on the News Hour for Shashi Tharoor. 2 pieces of paper. Sumant, wait a minute. 2 pieces of paper don't match each other.
Has been flashing Swami's statements as breaking news.
So, Mr. Raman,
why is this statement not
Mr. Raman, here is Swami's statement. I'm saying to you tonight, we can discuss Swami's statement, but as I told you, now I'll say it once more and just listen to me. Now, Mr. Sumant C. Raman, I don't do rent-a-quote journalism. Okay, take a quote from Subramaniam Swami, go run get a reaction to that, then get a reaction to it. One second. The point is here, I am presenting evidence which is with me. 1 second. This is evidence we are producing on television. Now, who reacts to it? Certainly, Subramaniam Swamy says that if Shashi Tharoor went, if Shashi Tharoor goes, 7 politicians will go with him. I'm going to come to that as well. But this is not a political debate. This is a debate on evidence. And my 2 pieces of evidence don't match. Right. My first piece of evidence, Geeta Luthra, I'd like you to come in. 1 second. Geeta Luthra, 2 pieces of evidence. No, 1 minute. Geeta Luthra, first evidence is Shashi Tharoor in his letter, in his testimony before the, which was recorded before the Sarojini Nagar police station, where he says, I entered the bedroom of the suite on the day she was killed. And he says, I asked, darling, how are you feeling? There was no reply, etc., etc. You know, quite dramatic. He also mentions here the Alprex theory, and he mentions the fact that she was taken for a checkup for suspected lupus. But he does not, he fails to mention, maybe because he thought this paper won't come out, that the Kerala Institute of Medical Sciences, Department of Nephrology discharge summary says on multiple places she did not have lupus. How come he forgot to mention that fact?
That's right. In fact, I think as far as Mr. Tharoor is concerned, I feel he's spoken too much out of frame. And in fact, it works adversely for his case. So I personally feel that as far as Mr. Swamy, Dr. Swamy giving him a clean chit, it's neither here nor there. You have to wait for the investigating agency to decide and to put everything together. So whether he says he's hiding something, but he is not responsible, I don't think even we can even look at that. That's completely irrelevant. What is relevant is the fact that Delhi police has taken 1 year to investigate a matter which pertains to 302. Now, I think that's decidedly too long for the Delhi police. Whether Dr. Swamy has helped in opening it, that's, well, laudable. But to get to the truth, I feel somewhere Mr. Tharoor has to hold his horses, and I feel the media has to hold his horses so that he gets this fair chance.
No, Mr. Tharoor has got, no, one second, Mr. Tharoor has got, Geeta Luthra, Mr. Tharoor has got too much of a fair chance, if I may say so. You know, this case has not moved at all. You take the media pressure out of this case, and I'm saying this case will be killed. I am saying this. You take the media pressure, Geeta, out of this case. You take the journalistic investigation or Subramaniam Swamy's questions, etc., out of this case. Geeta Luthra, Delhi's cocktail circuit is waiting to bury this case. Delhi's cocktail circuit is waiting to bury this case.
Yes, but
my question tonight.
On the other hand, you can, your pressure, the media, see.
No, nobody's prejudging anything.
Nobody will bury the case. I think not at this stage. Not at this stage. It's not going to be buried. It's not going to be buried at this stage. But what is important is that a person should get a fair trial.
That's the last resort. No, Geeta Luthra, let me tell you, that's always the last resort. When the pressure, no, 1 second. And we have burning questions, we're going to take them on. 1 second, please. Geeta Luthra, I'm telling you, it's the last resort. It's the last resort when everybody feels cornered. A. Raja says, media give us a fair chance. Kalmadi says, media give us a fair chance.
Yes.
Can I just carry some of the burning questions on air, please?
That's
1 second.
That is the last resort. But should...
This is a case in which...
Can I please request?
Is wholly irrelevant. The question is, should...
This is a case which involves a very influential
absolutely
person.
Unfair.
This is a case where FIR should have been registered on day 1 itself. There were only 2 offences. Section 302 murder or 306 abetment to suicide. Both are cognizable offences. It is duty of the police to register an FIR in cognizable offences. What took them 1 year? And we have seen a Congress regime of 5 months. And we have seen a BJP regime of 7 months.
1 minute.
So
1 minute.
Even the assumption could be both governments were hand in glove to shield a powerful politician. Why can't a fair investigation take place? Why can't the CCTV cameras be seen that who is the last person who entered?
I Arnav, I absolutely agree with this.
Now that the case, no, one second, Geeta, 1 second, Geeta, I'm just curious tonight. I'm just curious tonight.
I think it is a very serious matter.
Yes.
I'm just curious tonight.
Not registered
Yes.
for 1 year.
I'm just damn curious tonight.
Yes.
I'm damn curious tonight to know what the defense is left today of the pro-Tharoor lobby. By the way, to the pro-Tharoor lobby, I want to show and to the guests.
One thing, please.
I don't know.
No, 1 second. Geeta, 1 minute. Can I go to the others? Geeta, I'll come to you.
1 minute.
Geeta,
One
I'll
minute.
come to you. No, Geeta, I'll come to you. I just want to go to
I just
Chennai.
want to say one
Yes.
thing.
My question is, why did Shashi Tharoor cross out the words in this testimony? Mr. Rajashekaran explained to me. Why did Shashi Tharoor cross out the words, quote, the misunderstanding which had happened recently, which was cleared, and replaced them with the sentence, quote, our married life was very happy and there was some small misunderstanding which had arisen and she was happy about it. She was happy about resolving it. Now tell me, Mr. Rajashekaran, why was Shashi Tharoor crossing out certain words and rewriting his statement?
Arnav,
why was he doing so?
The authenticity of the letter or whatever quote you're quoting, I really doubt it, because from where you got the document...
1 second. No. This document is 1000% true. Secondly, why was Shashi Tharoor... No. Who is Shashi Tharoor?
Even if it is Arnav...
Let us see, I'll tell you. See, according to criminal jurisprudence, you have only 3 documents should be available in the public domain. But what are other documents? Prima facie...
Mr. Rajashekaran, now assume this document is in the public domain. And No, 1 second. What does Sunanda Pushkar Dalip Tahil say before her death? She says, I took upon myself. And Sanjay Hegde, you realize how complicated this is becoming. I'll let Dalip Tahil and Sanjay Hegde take that. 1 day before her death, she says, I took upon myself the crimes of this man during IPL. I will not allow this to be done to me. Right? This is what Sunanda Pushkar says. Who is Shashi Tharoor? You tell me, Dalip Tahil or Sanjay Hegde, to declare that Sunanda Pushkar was happy with the misunderstanding being cleared 2 days after she's been killed. And why should we believe him for it when her last reported comment is that she took upon herself the crimes of this man, presumably meaning Shashi Tharoor, and that she will not allow this to be done to her? Who is Shashi Tharoor to say everything was hunky-dory? Tell me.
Is Dilip taking it or?
Either of you, who's going first? Okay, Dilip goes first.
Okay,
okay, Sanjay, either of you.
I mean, Arnav, to begin with, I have absolutely no clue why you're putting this question to me. I have no idea why she said this or what was the situation between their marriage and what the situation was. So, I mean, I don't know how...
No, because you've been among those people who've been pushing this Sunanda died of lupus theory. The same theory that Shashi Tharoor also seems to be pushing.
Yeah, just hang on, Arnav. If you ask me the lupus question, I will reiterate that 10 months before Sunanda passed away, we had a BBM chat where she clearly told me that she was suffering from lupus and that the doctors in Dubai had given her 2 years to live. And this is, she said to me via BBM.
No, you know, all these theories that, all these theories, show me the BBM. Show me the BBM. Show me the BBM now. You have your phone with you, show me the message.
This was 2 years ago.
No, show me them. How do I know what you're saying is authentic? I have a document. What do you have?
Prove anything.
No, I have a document. What do you have?
So if you say I'm a liar...
No, I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm saying how do you authenticate what you're saying? All these people, to blame it on a dead person. All these so-called friends of Sunanda Pushkar go around and say now she thought she was dying.
Don't put words in people's mouths.
He said 10 months ago.
What do you mean dead person? You think I'm lying?
I'm not. I'm saying I don't know. I'm not saying you're lying, but I don't know whether what you're saying is true.
10 months before she passed away.
No, show me the message.
I said 10 months.
Show me the message. You've not stored it? You've not stored it?
What do you mean show you the message? It was 2 years ago.
Everybody, how do I know what you've said has any significance or truth or authenticity at all or not? How do I believe you?
How do I know what do you have that is significant?
Because I have documents to back up everything I'm saying.
Because you waver.
No, I have documents. I have documents. What do you have?
This whole argument.
No, don't say because I'm waving something. I'm saying I have documents to prove she did not have lupus. And for God's sake, these documents are 2 days before she died.
By the court of law.
These
What are you waving around there?
Definitive.
What are you waving around there? These are papers. You can't see them, Mr. Dilip Tahil. These are papers from the Kerala Institute of Medical Sciences.
Yeah, I can't see them. I can't see what's written.
So do you want a close-up? Okay, let's give him a close-up.
Let me see what's written.
Okay, let's show you a close-up. Come on.
Show me what's written.
Come on, I'll show you a close-up. Come. I'll show you a close-up. I'm going to...
Me that why is the BBM not there? I told you it was 2 years ago.
One second. Relax, please.
I mean, I don't know what kind of points you take. In any case, the Viscera samples and the reports still haven't got conclusive forensic proof. So you're
no, the Viscera samples...
Lupus, you don't know that for sure right now.
Well, I can... Whoa, this is... You can read... Mr. Dilip Tahil, please read this. And in this, you will find... No, 1 second. 1 minute. Relax. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. The legal analysis of the medical treatment records submitted by the IO from page number 1 to 211. Please read this. Of the Kerala Medical Institute, Dr. Dang's Lab, Delhi, Lal Path Lab, Delhi, Max Lab, Max Healthcare Lab, Medanta Hospital, Gurgaon, AIMS, etc., Rockland Hospital in Delhi. All these documents, all of them, which have been submitted by Shashi Tharoor, right, all show that she was not having lupus. I have papers here with me. Why should I believe so-called friends like you who are going around and saying that she was...
It says...
Why should I? How do I know that all of you are not making it up?
I don't believe you.
Well, I have papers. What do you believe?
I mean, why do you call me into a program if you don't believe me?
No, because I need to know whether you have something to back up your theories.
No.
There are too many theories to
You're just being unnecessarily provocative. You're being unnecessarily
provocative. No, I'm not being unnecessarily provocative. I'm asking you some straight questions.
If you don't believe me, why do you call me on your program?
Mr. Dilip Tahil, I am asking you a question because...
If you want to have say in everything...
No, Mr. Dilip Tahil, be logical. Be logical, Mr. Be logical.
So if you want to believe that you want to believe what you want to believe...
No, do you believe she was murdered? Do you believe she was murdered?
No. I do not want to participate, unlike you, in an ongoing investigation which has suspected everything, alleged murder, alleged suicide. Her Viscera report has still got to get conclusive forensic evidence, and you are sitting there saying she was murdered.
Well, Mr. Dilip Tahil, I do not understand why some people are so hypersensitive now when somebody questions them and says a person who is described by Shashi Tharoor himself as a happy person, having a happy existence, could not have committed suicide. I don't know why people are getting so touchy about it. Okay? And all these theories will be questioned. Now, Mr. Hegde. Mr. Hegde. Mr. Hegde. No, I'll pass it around. I'll come back to you after Mr. Hegde. Mr.
Hegde. I'm getting touchy about the fact that you have implied on television that I'm a liar.
I am not saying you're a liar, but I don't know. I said that I have facts to prove that what I'm saying has some basis. I'm asking you for some facts.
I do not accept this line of your questioning where you imply that I'm a liar.
I am not implying that anyone is a liar, but I'm saying that do you have the BBM message?
You did.
Is it wrong of me to ask that question?
You told me, why should I believe you? Show me the BBM.
No, I'm saying...
Came 2 years ago.
Okay, so you don't have the BBM message. That's your view. But you are saying, what do you have to prove? I'm saying I have papers. The papers have authenticity. Some authenticity these papers have. They've been quoted by AIMS.
No,
They've been quoted by the forensic experts at AIMS. Who are you to question them?
No, I'm not going to take this sitting down. Please get...
Fine, don't take it sitting down or standing down. But my question is, Mr. Dilip Tahil, that is the theory propounded that Sunanda Pushkar was often ill. Now understand this, Mr. Tahil, without getting hyper-aggressive with me on it. The final autopsy report says that Sunanda was a normal, healthy individual. The final autopsy report rules out Sunanda having any illness. So why does the often ill theory come up? You want me to read out the excerpts of the report? No tuberculosis, no disease of the brain, lungs, liver, kidneys.
That the Viscera report still has to go to another country to get a conclusive analysis.
Now it has to go to another country. You won't believe the report because it has been done by AIMS. Sanjay Hegde.
Arnab, can I come in? Can I just summarize where the case is now?
Conclusive.
No, let's see. Sanjay Hegde, let's hear from another point of view.
Okay, Arnab, let's just summarize where the case is now. You know, it reminds me of that classic statement, much suspected of me, nothing proven can be. Today, you have two alternative theories. Theory one is lupus. She had a lupus-like condition and there were certain complications. She died of it.
But the lupus theory has been proven wrong. It's not even a theory.
No, don't. Just hold on. Just hold on.
Gaurav Bhatia.
Lupus is very difficult to diagnose.
Completely rubbish
You
theory.
cannot rule it out.
How can't you rule it out? You have 1 second.
Because if you do a simple Google search, lupus, there are about 11 symptoms. Of the 11 symptoms, if you have 4, then maybe you have lupus.
Because the defense,
Listen, I have talked to doctors. Doctors say it is damnably difficult to definitively state that it is lupus or to eliminate it from consideration.
Sanjay Hegde. Sanjay, a minute. No, Sanjay. Now you're really tying yourself up in knots. 1 minute. You're really tying yourself up in knots, and I'll tell you why. And like Dilip Tahil, you'll get angry. Because, no, 1 second. No, 1 second. Because I've studied this case. I've studied this case. 1 minute. Sanjay Hegde, no, I need to counter Sanjay Hegde. After that, I'll come to you, Gaurav. No, Sumant Raman, 1 minute. Sumant Raman, hold it.
Why don't you Google lupus?
Sumant Raman, I am asking. I throw this question to the viewers tonight. No. 1 minute, please.
Please. Not a virus which
please, gentlemen. 1 second, please. Now, I'm just taking 30 seconds. I'm taking 30 seconds. Sumant, 1 minute. Hold on. 30 seconds. Now my question is, do I trust Sanjay Hegde, who's a lawyer?
As a doctor.
No, 1 minute. Sumant, wait. I know you're a doctor, but do I trust Sanjay Hegde, who's a lawyer? Or do I trust Dr. Lissy Thomas, MD, AB, Nephrology, Senior Consultant, Dr. Praveen Muralidharan, MBBS, MD, DNB, DM Consultant, Dr. Satish B, DM, MD, MBBS Consultant, Department of Nephrology, Kerala Institute of Medical Sciences? Do I trust them, or do I trust do I trust Sanjay Hegde and a Google search?
Reports say
Sanjay Hegde wants to touch Google. I trust the doctors. Countering you, Sumant Raman first. One at a time, Sumant Raman and Sanjay Hegde on the screen.
Go back and call any expert with lupus. Lupus does not kill suddenly, Arnab. People with lupus die over years. Sudden death in lupus is very rare. When it happens, the autopsy can pick it up. So why are we
but you see, 1 second. Suppose there is a murderer. Suppose there is a smart murderer. 1 second. Listen to me. Suppose there is a smart murderer. 1 minute. Just give me a minute. I'll tell you why. You'll understand if you pay attention for a minute. Sumant, 1 second. Sumant, 1 minute. Sumant, 1 minute. I'll explain to you. Suppose somebody is trying to put 2 and 2 together. I don't know who. No, 1 minute. Be patient. Suppose there's a murderer. And the murderer, suppose, has killed Sunanda Pushkar using polonium-210. And I'm getting specific, Sumant. Polonium-210, a rare and highly radioactive isotope, hard to detect because all radiation remains inside the body. A lethal dose could be as little as a few milligrams, can be administered as a powder, injected or dissolved in liquid or drinks. Interesting thing is, this is one of the poisons that can't be detected by forensic labs as per the report signed by Shashank Punia, Adarsh Kumar, Sudhir Gupta, Professor and Head Department of Forensic Medicine at AIIMS. No, 1 minute. So suppose a professional killer has used polonium-210 or thallium for that example, or nerium oleander, right? These are 3 poisons which cannot be detected by forensic labs. Now needs to explain. Now needs to, that person realizes that somebody has taken pictures of the body. Now, Gaurav, it gets interesting. No, 1 minute, Rajashekaran, listen please. That's why I said I'll get to somebody's taken pictures of the body. She has been bruised. She has been bruised at 15 places. How do you explain the bruising? How do you explain the bruising? No, 1 minute. How do you explain the bruising? 1 minute. 1 minute. How do you explain the bruising? You explain the bruising by floating the lupus theory, because patients of lupus are known to bruise easily.
Bruising to the extent of not murder. Bruising to the extent of dying is not there.
But bruising is caused by lupus, so lupus is an easy explanation to explain bruising. No. Okay, Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia, please. Gaurav Bhatia now, please. Only Gaurav Bhatia on the screen, please, if possible.
Circumstantial evidence. And 3 very important incriminating incidents that have taken place. First is the fight before the death. That is a very important circumstance. Second is the unnatural death. And third is injury marks on the body. Now I ask myself, and Mr. Sanjay Hegde is a very well-known lawyer, if this would have happened to an ordinary man, the first thing the police would do is register an FIR and arrest that person to interrogate him. But in this case, an FIR was not registered for 1 full year. So the police is equally guilty, and somebody is trying to shield a powerful person, because this does not happen in ordinary day-to-day work. If I have seen more than hundreds of trials, and never have I seen the police not registering an FIR and arresting an accused and not even interrogating him when there is circumstantial evidence to show that somebody has played foul. Somebody has played foul.
Who's an accused?
Whoever might be accused, the police has to do its job.
Let me teach
Whatever the... I am saying interrogate every person. Why can't you interrogate?
Okay, one at a time. Mr. Rajashekaran is taking you on. Mr. Rajashekaran, please.
No.
Mr. Rajashekaran, one at a time. Rajashekaran from Chennai taking on Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav, please hold it. Let Rajashekaran take you on. Mr. Rajashekaran. Rajashekaran is taking you on.
Yeah, the police needs material, strong evidence and proof to fix the accused. You cannot hypothetically catch on.
This is very... What could be stronger than this?
It's ridiculous. How can...
What is stronger than this? If there are bodily injury marks, a person has died in unnatural circumstances, is anything more required to register an FIR and to interrogate a person? What else is required? How many cases have you done where the police has not even interrogated? Prima facie, there is so much of material for the police to interrogate.
And the disposal of the body now. No, now we come to the issue of the disposal of the body. Anybody acquainted?
Arnab, can I get in?
And the facts should be clear and clean. You cannot accuse somebody.
Okay, so
the non-registration of FIR itself is an illegality, because the Supreme Court has said in every cognizable case you have to register an FIR. That itself is an illegality. And they wasted...
Gaurav Bhatia...
Can you assume...
Okay, Sanjay Hegde. Sanjay Hegde, please. Sanjay Hegde. Sanjay Hegde. Sanjay Hegde. Gaurav, please stop. Gaurav, give others a chance. Sanjay Hegde. I'm coming to you, Ms. Luthra. I'm coming to you, Ms. Kumaramangalam. Yes, Sanjay Hegde first.
Yes.
The fact that there is a dead body does not indicate it is a crime. But if the dead body, there is any evidence that a crime has indeed taken place, then only an FIR needs to be registered. Now, when did that stage come in this case? In this case,
it's an unnatural death.
Just a minute, Gaurav, don't interrupt me. Gaurav, don't interrupt me.
Sure.
That only requires an inquest. The presumption is drawn at the trial. We are not yet at the stage of investigation.
No, Sanjay ji.
We are not at the stage of... We are at the stage of investigation right now. Just a minute, Gaurav. Please don't jump the gun.
You need registering the FIR.
You need an inquest.
No,
you need an inquest. You don't need an FIR.
You have to also register an FIR.
No, the statements don't match.
No.
The statements don't match.
Listen,
1 minute.
Lalita Kumari.
One minute. Lalita Kumaramangalam, my question to you now is... No, Lalita Kumaramangalam and please don't... And Ms. Luthra, my question is, again, looking at it very logically. There is a version of Shashi Tharoor, then there is a version of Nalini Singh. Shashi Tharoor changes the line, and by the way, I know it's a bad copy, but I want to point out, if we can just come very close to this paper, please. I just want to point out, if we can do an extreme close-up, the part where one line about the misunderstanding is deleted. If viewers look very closely, you'll find there's a line running through this. This line has been deleted and a new line has been written. Okay, there it is. It's very clear. About the misunderstanding, etc. has been deleted, and there's a reference to a very happy life, etc. And the fact that there had been a small misunderstanding which has been sorted out. See, on both sides, the earlier line and the next line.
Arnab,
no, 1 second.
Arnab,
Dalip Tahil, what are you saying?
Shashi Tharoor is a writer.
No, what is Dalip Tahil saying? What is Dalip Tahil saying? What is Dalip Tahil getting angry about now?
If you can sit there, I say, how do you know who's deleted that? There's a yellow line across it. How do we know who's deleted that?
That's not
Baba, this is is a statement before the police.
Who wrote it? Since you are accusing me.
The yellow line I have highlighted.
Of saying that
this is without the yellow line. Understood? Now have a close look. Dilip Tahil, the yellow line I have written for my reading comfort. Arey bhai, Dilip Tahil, the yellow line I have pointed out for my reading. This is the original paper. Have a look at it. Now please don't get angry without reason. Don't get angry without reason.
No, you told me that how can we believe you that you got a BBM? I'm asking you, how can we believe that?
You are getting touchy about that old question.
Who's put that yellow line?
No, you are getting touchy about the old question.
Of course I am, Arnab.
I have not called you a liar, Mr. Dilip Tahil. All I have said is I have a right to ask you questions.
You implied it.
Mr. Dilip Tahil, Mr. Dilip Tahil, I don't call people liars. I never even called Kalmadi a liar. I don't call A. Raja a liar. I'm not even calling Shashi Tharoor a liar or a murderer.
Arnab, I understand the English language. You implied it.
No, I didn't imply anything. No, I didn't imply. I just said, show me the BBM message.
So why should we believe you?
Fine, don't. I'm putting some facts out.
So prove who put that yellow line there.
I put that yellow line is my marker. I showed you that is for my reading to highlight. It's called, there's something called a highlighter with which you highlight things you want to read. That's the paper. Okay, Mr. Dilip Tahil, now let's not waste time on that. And that's the one which I'm holding for because it helps me read. Thank you. No. Now let's. My question is.
I just want to make a point.
My question, Lalita Kumaramangalam, is there's a version of Shashi Tharoor who says I sorted everything out and Sunanda was perfectly happy with it. I want you and Geeta Luthra to come on it. And Rahul Singh, I know you've been waiting.
Look, I don't know.
No. There is a version of Nalini Singh who says
or not.
No, there's a version of Nalini Singh. Nalini Singh says in a statement, when I told her...
Yes, where she says that they were very unhappy.
Yeah, where she says that she had told Mr. Tharoor he can do what he wants to do. There's a... When I told her that she and Mr. Tharoor had issued a statement that morning that they were happily married. That had been questioned by Sunanda Pushkar in the reference, in the statement to Nalini Singh, in the conversation with Nalini Singh, which is a statement before the SDM, Mr. Alok Sharma. I have that as well. Now, I don't understand. For 1 year, what was the Delhi police doing? Sleeping on this? And Mr. Tharoor was very happy with this when we asked questions. Oh, you are so unprofessional that you asked the questions.
That myself. The fact also is, Arnab, that I feel that we are all forgetting, I mean, we're all so keen on trying to get justice for Mr. Tharoor that we are forgetting that the poor woman who was killed also has a right to justice. Because just because she's not alive anymore, it doesn't mean that we don't look for justice for her. And I'm not saying Mr. Tharoor is innocent or guilty. I don't think I'm the person who has the right to do that. The police will have to go through all the evidence they have, but you can't prevent people from asking Tharoor questions. He was her husband. And she did die within the first 7 years of their marriage. And there is a rule under the Indian Penal Code where the husband must at least be called in for questioning. He hasn't even been questioned once.
Not even for questioning.
I find it very surprising to say the least, and I'm using very polite terms.
No, what is the question, Sanjay Hegde?
No, the rule asks
it
for
is
an inquest.
That the husband will be picked up and called in for questioning.
No.
I know that you are a very senior lawyer, but the law is open to interpretation also. Some people will say the law is only for dowry deaths.
An inquest.
But it's not.
Can I play section 113A?
No, 1 second. The other part is about the dependence on Alprax.
The rule in law is have an inquest first.
The other part is about the dependence on Alprax. He says...
is not guilty.
No.
You
1 second.
can't say that he can't be an accused.
No, he calls her Shashi Tharoor in his statement where he says we had a minute argument at night during which she raised her voice, but etc. continued talking. She says she had mentioned difficulty in sleeping, the reference to the word insomniac and her dependence on Alprax to sleep. Right? Now, Alprax was found by her bedside, wonderfully put, 2 strips, nicely placed. No, but not on her body. So even if Shashi Tharoor
is... no evidence the doctor said that very clearly.
No. 1 second. Mr. Raman...
one of the safest of medicines.
Sorry.
People don't die of Alprax.
Yeah, but tell me who was the person who said that Alprax and coconut water could have been one of the reasons she died?
There wasn't any overdose.
No, but who said Alprax and coconut water was one of the reasons she could have died?
Does not kill, Arnab.
Exactly. So nowhere in her KIMS report, Mr. Raman, if you listen, nowhere in her KIMS report...
No,
Mr. Raman, listen. Nowhere in her KIMS
Arnab,
report, Mr. Raman, why make me speak over you? Nowhere in her KIMS report does the patient mention any sleep disorder. Her intermittent fever is recorded, her migraines are recorded. However, according to papers, there is no complaint of a sleep disorder. Why was this not documented?
We are both saying the same thing.
So,
Alprax did not kill her.
No, then why was there Alprax next to her body?
We are both saying the same thing.
Fine, then who was having Alprax? Shashi Tharoor?
Safest medicine.
No, there are two people in the room. 1 second.
Known.
There are two people in the room.
People dying of Alprax.
No, forget the dying angle. Listen.
Mixture of other medicines is
Listen, by the way, an overdose of Alprax is not good. You can do a Google search and find out.
I agree with you. Alprax didn't kill her.
Listen, please, an overdose of Alprax is not good. 1 second, listen to me, Mr. Raman, please don't. Mr. Raman, I know you are a doctor, but don't discount our understanding of basic medical issues. My point is, she was not prescribed Alprax. Who was having the Alprax in the room?
Okay.
Hey, 1 second, let me complete. Who was placing those Alprax pills nicely, 2 strips, right next to her bedside?
That's a very good question.
There are 2 people in the room. If Sunanda is not having it, who's having it? Shashi Tharoor. And then Shashi Tharoor writes before the police about her dependence of Alprax. Why?
No, but if...
Listen, I keep my medicines by my bedside.
Right.
I may take them, I may not take them. I forget to take them.
Look, Arnab.
So you can't.
Why does he mention a dependence on Alprax?
On that.
Why does he mention a dependence on Alprax when there is no documented history of
She may have been dependent. She very well may have been
then why is it not mentioned in the KIMS report?
Doesn't mean that she has never had Alprax.
Why is it not mentioned in a recent medical reports?
Arnab.
What? That is not what she is being treated for. What she was being treated for.
It is not normal in a medical
conditions.
report. Unless somebody is taking a medicine every day, it usually is not mentioned in a medical report.
Really?
Arnab, in a medical report, unless a medicine is being taken regularly or every day,
Mr. Sumant Raman, now here's a revelation for you. I also have a medical report.
It is not mentioned.
I also have I have a prescription. By have a look at it. Mrs. Sunanda Tharoor, 46821, 4682010, Etosha in HCQ Pantocid Evion for 777 and 15 days. Even an anti-acidity drug is mentioned here. Please understand this. Here it is. Have a look.
That's what's prescribed for her
have a look.
She's
it's
leaving.
Fine, Arnab.
No, what do you mean fine?
Alprax is one of the world's most.
I am not even questioning that. Now you are losing the point. Now my point is at the end of this. At the end of this, my question is.
It is possible that she might have been taking it on some day.
Alright, so now I blame it on her. You see, blame it on her. This is the sad part. Blame it on the murdered woman. No, blame it on the murdered woman. Rahul Singh, this is what it boils down to.
She did not.
This is what it boils down to, unfortunately, because she is not here to defend herself. 1 second, please. Rahul Singh, blame it on the dead woman, the murdered woman. She was paranoid. She used to think she has lupus. She was depressive. She was having Alprax. She had problems. She had all kinds of other issues, but she is not here to defend herself. So Rahul Singh, the last recourse of the people cornered is blame it on Sunanda Pushkar. Will this work? Was this the idea? No. And by so-called friends of Sunanda Pushkar pushing this line?
No, I'm not a pro-Tharoor or anything.
Yeah.
But nobody is blaming
All I want to say is that you've had people on the panel who have known Sunanda. You've had people on your panel who've known Sunanda and who have said quite clearly that she told them that she was not well and that she was repeatedly ill. Doesn't that have any impact on the case?
For their benefit.
1 second. By the way, before you complete, Rahul Singh, unfortunately, when you were speaking, Dalip Tahil was speaking. Dalip Tahil, I'll tell you one thing.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's all right. I'm also very sorry to have to interrupt Rahul Singh to come to you because he was hardly getting a chance to speak. I just want to say one thing. No, 1 second here, please. Dalip Tahil, understand one thing, right? If she's not ill and you say she is ill, if she is not dependent on Alprax and you say you're dependent on Alprax, if she does not have lupus and you say there was suspected lupus, if she was having serious marital discord with you and you were saying there was absolutely zero misunderstanding, right? If you say that now if you find out there was another person there who was who was there between 4 o'clock and 9 o'clock, what time did you know? If at the same time you get yourself admitted in the same hospital to dispose of the body with extreme amount of haste, and you refuse to believe that your murdered wife with 15 bruise marks and injection mark, right, and who's died in most unfortunate and suspicious circumstances could not have been murdered. We ask questions. I think, you know, you should ask yourself here about who is misusing their position. Whether it's the media who's asking the questions, or those people who have conveniently been able to put this whole case in the cold storage. There are people who have put this case in cold storage, Mr. Dalip Tahil. Ask them the questions. Ask them the questions. Ask them tonight. All those people out there, all those people of the cocktail circuit and all the socialites and everyone out there, why they are trying to desecrate a dead woman, a murdered woman. Who are they trying to defend? Ask them that. Who are they trying to defend and who are they scared of?
She was murdered or not?
She was 100% murdered. I know you know it. There's no doubt she was murdered. Really? And that's sad that people like you believe she killed herself. She did not kill herself.
No.
She did not kill herself. She was murdered. It's a murky mafia type murder. Let there be no doubt about it.
No.
Really? Okay.
Before people like you.
I'm surprised now, even now, I'm surprised, and call me names if you will. But I'm surprised, Gaurav Bhatia, with all the facts at their disposal, there are a few people who want to walk around blindfolded on this issue. I don't know where their interests lie. No, Gaurav Bhatia, what do you think?
Gaurav
Bhatia, please, hasn't spoken.
Doctor, two very important things, Arnab. Dr. Sudhir Gupta, who was head of forensic department, stated he was pressurized to act in an unprofessional manner. And with all these theories that were floating, there is a hidden force that has been working, which is very worrisome. Second, I am very worried about the recordings of the hotel, which were handed over to the police. Does the hotel have another copy of those recordings?
Release the recordings.
There is a strong possibility that the recordings have already been tampered with. And that is a very crucial piece of evidence.
So, so can I at least make one suggestion here? One second, please. Mr. Hegde, would you agree that all the people, the last 10 people or the last 5 people who entered Sunanda Pushkar's room, all the people who were seen to be entering a room should all be placed under immediate arrest? Should all those people be immediately arrested?
I would agree. I would agree. Just 1 minute. Arnab, I would agree with that, but just listen to what Sunanda tweeted on the 19th of October 2013. She says, true, lupus is triggered by stress. Get very high fevers. They go on in 2 days, sometimes longer, will rest in bed, read, TV and tweet. So, Sunanda, on the 19th of October 2013, that's 3 months ago, she herself has tweeted that she has lupus.
1 second, you again. No, but what?
I'm only
absolutely the most shocking observation from your side, Mr. Hegde. I thought you're a logical person. You go with some logical line of argument.
No. I am logically telling you that here is a dead woman telling you herself. Please check her tweet.
Blame the dead woman. You know, Lalita Kumaramangalam. I find this quite worrisome. I find this quite worrisome for everything. For everything, Lalita Kumaramangalam, please. For everything, blame the dead woman. For lupus, for fever, for Alprax. The final autopsy report confirmed she did not have Alprax in her body. Circumstantial evidence brought forth by the Viscera report found 2 strips of Alprax on her wet side.
Receive justice.
The Viscera report is still not conclusive.
Please, you know, there's an AIMS report, please. I don't know who you'll believe. Yes.
There is enough circumstantial evidence at least to have fair investigation. Nobody is saying that you killed the person. We are only asking for a fair investigation. That is a must under law.
I agree. So in all of this,
the investigation must be fair to both Mr. Tharoor and to Sunanda Pushkar. It can't be fair only to one of the two of them. It has to be fair to both of them. Why are we only arguing for Shashi Tharoor and forgetting that Sunanda Pushkar has an equal right to justice?
And what was, and finally,
were they contrary to each other? Lalita,
Lalita,
well, you know,
I completely agree with you
How do you assume, Lalita, that Mrs. Tharoor would want...
I can't hear what either of you is saying. I'm so sorry. Two of you are speaking at the same time.
Mr. Rajagopalan. No, Mr. Rajagopalan. I think you're all... I think what we have...
I'm not saying he is guilty. I'm saying that both people must get justice, whether it's Shashi Tharoor or Sunanda Pushkar. Why are we only presuming to
Okay, final question tonight. Final question tonight. Final question. And this question, Mr. Mr. Rajashekaran can take it and Gaurav Bhatia. Final question. Subramaniam Swamy says, if Shashi Tharoor is the weak link, and there are a lot of people watching Shashi Tharoor now, and if Shashi Tharoor spills the beans, then 7 powerful politicians will also fall. So this is probably, if Shashi Tharoor spills the beans, there's going to be a cascading effect of it, which will go far beyond Shashi Tharoor. So Shashi Tharoor really is the weak link here. Gaurav Bhatia, can one deny after all of this the political angle to all? After all, IPL had a political angle. These are politicians we are speaking about.
Has to give a statement.
Sunanda Pushkar is a politician's wife.
One thing is very evident here.
He has to give a statement before the 313 questioning. That is a fact. That is the trial goes like that. You cannot call him as per your wish and ask him whatever questions you want as per your whims and fancies. It's ridiculous.
Can I reply, Arnab?
Before the IO.
Arnab, can I reply?
Okay, yes please. Gaurav.
I think it is very clear that there is pressure on the police and the investigation so far has not been fair and effective. And this could be because of some powerful politicians trying to play a role which they shouldn't be doing because law has to take its own course. And that is why it becomes more disturbing that a lady is dead, but the family members of the deceased are not getting justice. A fair investigation is not being conducted, and this is the only way by which.
I will say in conclusion that our viewers should understand what I am trying to tell them. I have something very important to say to the viewers of Newshour tonight.
Arnab,
you are aware. You are aware that many investigations done by this channel are done against the unsolicited advice of certain people. In this case, I began the Newshour debate. I'm ending it by saying we are going to get to the bottom of this. I don't know if